Everybody, and welcome back to the WHU Pulse YouTube channel, and we are in January today. Now, in the last episode, Declan Rice did get injured for 2 months, and off camera I went and put on some centre midfielder slash CDMs who I think that West Ham could go in for in real life. We've got Calvin Phillips, Zambo Anguissa, Soucek, Mark Rocker, Philip Billing, who we have been linked with very highly actually, so he's probably the most realistic one we go in for. Victor Camarasa, who I know I can't get right now. We've got John McGinn and Gedson Fernandes, and then Matthias Jensen. Also in this episode, we're going to be signing 3 players on contract expiry, because we're going to sign Mario Balotelli, Yassin Brahimi, and Thomas Strakosha. Now, Brahimi, we have been linked with, so with Balotelli, so I'm going to sign them on pre-contracts as soon as I sim the next day. And then we haven't been linked with Strakosha, but I feel like after this season, we'll sign a replacement, not a starter of Fabianski, but... Well, no, yes, a starter of Fabianski, but we won't be selling Fabianski, if you know what I mean. But they're the 3 things, but... we've got to wait for the scout reports to come back. Also, obviously, the link with Zaha that we said in the last episode is still there. Maybe could be a deal. Payet in real life is linked with us for 6 million, but I don't think we will go in for him, so we won't be signing him. But again, I'll keep him there in case there is a turn for West Ham United. We'll just keep simming to the next day. We've got obviously to the first of the new... of January transfer window. It would be nice if we could actually sim. Obviously, as you can see now, as it's simming, we are currently sitting 8th in the league, which is okay. We need to pause. I can tell you what we're doing in today's episode as well. We've got Roberto wants to be sold. Marapan also wants to be sold, so that's nice, but he won't be. We've got a couple transfer transfer offers. One for Aaron Cresswell is no. Reece Oxford is a yes. We said, and we still have, I mean, you've got Roberto and Marapan who want to leave. Marapan I'll keep, Roberto can sell. What else we've got? We've got a couple of players who've just been loaned out, who's just been sold, which is good. Excuse me, just heard my a burp there. But we've obviously got the youngsters here. We've got an extra look at them. We've got Bradley Hughes, looks like a decent goalkeeper. Patrick Lewis seems to be a very good midfielder who could be breaking into the first team kind of soon. Max Lewis is an exciting winger. Callum Davis is an exciting centre midfielder. We've got Ewan Mason, who looks good. Harry Hughes and looks okay. We've got George Gavilan, who looks okay. We've got Abilo Lopez, who looks going to be insane. We've got Charlie Baker, who, of course, is just there. We've got Leo Teixeira, Liam Wilson, a young left-back who we signed, who could grow. And we've got Vitor Sampaio. But we're going to go quickly to the calendar to show you what we're going to be playing and who we're going to be playing in today's episode. So we've got 5 games. We'll sim Brighton. We'll play Blackburn. We'll play Arsenal. Those 2 games are white. Now, that is a bit of an issue. What we'll do is we'll play Blackburn, we'll play Arsenal, and we'll sim Bournemouth and Wolves. I know they're risky because they're both away games, but I want to get the transfer window in fully flow. So, obviously, we have got a game against Brighton. The backup team are going to be used, not the backup team, the starters are going to be used for this. We'll chuck in Wilshere, he can play in that holding midfield role. Pretty sure. We've got Snodgrass who can go onto the bench for Declan Rice. That'll do lovely. Obviously, this will be the day after Fornals has just played absolutely blindingly in the Under-21s World Cup, but we're going to carry on. There is an issue with Maxi Gomez I would like to talk to you about. In real life, well, no, in-game, I don't feel like I'm getting on with him that well, but it doesn't matter because we're 1-0 up at the moment against Brighton. But I'm not feeling like I get on with him a lot. Okay, but in real life he is Tottenham, and if that's real, then he can fuck himself. So if he does go to Tottenham, then he's getting sold straight away. But what can we do? Well, it doesn't matter, 1-1 draw anyway. Unfortunately, we can't carry on a good run of form, but we've got 2 played games coming up next in Blackburn and Arsenal. But we'll just keep simming now, because, as you know, we sim the month. We have interest shown in Rocker. Now, I'd like to get the contract expiries over and done with first. Especially Brahimi and Balotelli, bearing in mind we've been linked with them in real life. So if we just go to Transfer Hub, we'll go to Brahimi first. 110 to 170 grand a week for Yassine Brahimi. Now, what are we talking about here? Crucial, he won't be crucial. Actually, no, he could play on the right. I'll counter it with important and see what they say. Three-year deal. I think that's fair enough. No release clause, and then the wage, right? His current wage is 25 grand. He's going to be wanting a lot. I'll offer 90 and a signing bonus of 700 grand, maybe. That's a fair offer. So Yassine Brahimi is coming into the club for next season. Now we move on to the next one, being Mario Balotelli, which is also going to be interesting. Approach to sign Balotelli on a pre-contract. That would be lovely. Lovely, lovely, jubbly. What we've got here, Balotelli, important because he won't start. Okay, he wants crucial. We'll give him crucial. But can't actually, no, that is a point because if I get to the summer before Maxi Gomez decides what he's doing in the future, he could come in and start up front because I'm going to sell Arnautovic in the summer. Wasn't meant to tell you that, but that's what my planning was. Mario Balotelli is currently on 62 grand a week. He's coming to the Premier League again, so I'll offer him 90 grand a week and 700 grand. The same I offered, what's his face? Brahimi. We'll finish it off with a contract expiry bid for Thomas Strakosha as well. Because I believe if we get Thomas Strakosha, that will set us for the hopefully for the rest of this career that we don't want here. You'd come in and be the first choice goalkeeper. I love Fabianski, but he'd become my backup. We'll give you a 5-year deal because you're only 23. Release clause of 42 million. I'll counter that with a release clause of 60. 42. I don't want to give him a £42 million release clause because I feel like someone would easily come in and pay that. No, I'm not going to give you a release clause. I'm not going to give you a release clause. That's fine. And then the wages, we can offer that perfectly fine. So that is 3 contract signings into the club for next season, being Brahimi, Balotelli and Thomas Strakosha. Now, the only issue is in that centre midfield role because Rice is injured for 2 months. That is for next season, so we're planning ahead. Right, so we need to budge that around to pop that there. We've got around about £20 million to spend on a centre midfielder. Like I did say, my idea would be go for realism, go for Philip Billing. If possible, go for John McGinn, because he looks a very good player. We'll take off the unrealistic ones. Well, Calvin Phillips is going to stay there. Zambo Nguiza we have been linked with. Suchek, no. Rocker, I was purely thinking because he plays in the Spanish team with Fornals, but that's not looking like it's going to happen. Can't get Karamasa. I'd like John McGinn. Gedson Fernandez is unrealistic, and so is Mateus Jensen. So it's one of these. John McGinn's just recently joined on this save, so I can't get him. So is Zambo Nguiza. So it looks like Philip Billing is the one who's going to be coming into the club. But I want to know his rating before I, go in for bids and stuff like that. Blackburn away. We're going to play the backup team because we didn't play them against Southampton last time out. We've got a loan offer for Issa Diop. Now, there is a big issue here with Issa Diop. In real life, Manchester United are apparently preparing a £65 million bid plus one of a selection of players. Those being Lindelof, Smalling, Jones and Pereira, I believe. Now, if I was West Ham, as much as I love Issa Diop, I think we should accept that. Because 65 million would go a long way in improving the rest of the squad, is what that would do. That would go to a long way of improving the rest of the squad. But I'm not loaning Issa Diop out right now, because that would just be insanity. I do want to go quickly to the squad hub and try and sell, not David Martin, because his fine is Roberto, but I can't sell him, so he's got to wait until the summer, and so has Marapan, unless people come in for a offer for him. Other than that, they stay. So, Winston Reid, I can't really judge Winston Reid so far at the moment in time, purely because I haven't used him, but this will be the big telling against Blackburn coming up. Obviously, I do want to win the FA Cup, but we'll play the backup side here. We'll play the cup goalkeeper, David Martin. That's fun. In the It's a cup game. You know what? I'm going to give a run out to young Jande Silva. No, I'm not. Cloud Maurice is on the bench, though. What am I doing? Well, that's the backup team. I've got David Martin in goal, Zabaleta, Marapan, Reid and Cresswell with Noble, Cullen and Snodgrass in the midfield with Antonio, Sturridge and Cloud Maurice as the attacking threat, with the bench looking kind of like the first team. This is for the first played game of the episode, and as always, I will catch you at kickoff. Welcome to Ewood Park. Now, if we can have a repeat of the FA Cup game we played Blackburn in a couple of years ago, where we beat them 5-1, that would be lovely. But this is the first round. Show. I mean, next year, well, this season coming up, it sounds weird, but this season coming up, if we can get to a cup final or something like that, then I'll be ecstatic. David Martin is going to be the cup goalkeeper because Roberto's throwing a strop about not playing because we got knocked out in the Carabao Cup. But David Martin is the safe hands between the sticks. Hopefully he can show me why he is being brought in. So that's going to be fun. There's the team. Obviously it's the backup side. It's going to be the first time using a lot of these players, like the likes of Snodgrass, Reid, Marapan. I believe I used them once, actually. I'm not sure. But there's a couple of players in this team that I'm scared of. Dak, Armstrong, Brereton, good players. We were linked with Bradley Dak last year, actually. Might have a look at him as well to come in and add to this midfield. But obviously the main aim is to sign a central midfielder now after we signed Brahimi Strakos. Been linked with him. The other Strakosha is just my personal signing, I believe we should do. But there's the start 11 with David Martin, Zabaleta, Marapan, Reid, Cresswell, Noble, Snodgrass, Josh Cullen, Antonio, Sturridge and Cloud Maurice. Here, Marapan obviously throwing a strop about not being a starter, but I'm sorry, when I've got Balbuena and Issa Diop, you're not going to start. Unless I sell Issa Diop, then you will start, but tough. But it doesn't matter because here is Blackburn Rovers. First time playing a cup game on this career mode. Here we go with the backup side. Zabaleta into Marky Nobes. Into Josh Cullen. Out to Robbie Snodgrass. Into Pablo Zabaleta. Zabaleta into Joshy Cullen. Joshy Cullen out wide and Aaron Cresswell. Aaron Cresswell probably lost it last season here at the club, because I'll probably start playing that Fortunes when he comes back on loan, but nearly a good start by West Ham, with Daniel Surridge nearly getting on the end of a cross. Aaron Cresswell's got to deal with that well, and he has into Josh Cullen. Here is Robert Snodgrass now, into Marky Nobes. Noble into Josh Cullen. Cullen into Sturridge. Sturridge sees the run of Marky Noble. Noble could be through, and it's over the bar. Have we been given a penalty? Have we been given a penalty? I think we penalty. Hey? Oh, I'm not saying anything. But it doesn't matter. Daniel, no. Mark Noble is the penalty taker. Target is coming off. This is risky. Can Mark Noble bury this? He can! 1-0 West Ham United in the FA Cup third round against Blackburn Rovers. Buried penalty. He had the chance as well that led to the penalty. He got taken down and he missed a reliable. He's only ever missed 4 penalties for West Ham. Buries it in the bottom corner against Raya. That's a great penalty into the bottom corner. 1-0 West Ham United. Yes, we are, Martin Tyler. Here is Lenihan now. Into Bradley Dack. Can Blackburn get themselves in this, or can West Ham have a nice dominating performance here? That would be lovely. We've got Adam Armstrong. Our right-hand side ball gets... No, David Martin. Very well done by David. Flattened on the arse. Winston Reid has to... If Winnie can trail, and he does. Well played by Winston Reid, but it's a poor ball across! It's well defended by Winston Reid, but it was a great ball. Well, no, it's a poor ball across. Bradley Dack jumps on it, and what a finish this is. I mean, Reid does well here. He should have just played it into Maripan, but tried to play it to Zabaleta, and what a finish that is past Martin. Can't do nothing about that, and I think, just on that, Winston Reid could be out of the club, because in real life he's given till Christmas, but he could be out of the club. That means we could be on the lookout for a new centre-half as well in this career. But here is Claude Maurice now, into Josh Cullen. Cullen into Claude Maurice. Claude Maurice can't get the ball into Aaron Cresswell. Here comes Evans now. Bradley Dack. Smallwood. Good interception, Bob. Malise. Here's Josh Cullen. Played well so far. Played it into Claude Maurice. Claude Maurice cuts inside. Plays it into Robert Snodgrass. Out wide into Zabaleta. Is Zabaleta going to have a pop? Zabaleta is going to have a pop. That was good defending by Blackburn there, and it was a brave pop by Zabaleta. It can anywhere. Ah, drop something. Getting all tangled up in wires here. This ain't good. And now we're back to concentrating. Here, Maripan. Winston Reid. Trying to recover well. Plays it into Aaron Cresswell. Aaron Cresswell sees the run of Claude Maurice. That's a great pass by Aaron Cresswell. Claude Maurice does his marker. Ball gets played in. Snodgrass was going for the volley. That was nearly well played there by West Ham United. Ball gets played down the line into Bembera, and this time Reid can't win it. He gets done. Gets played in, and David Martin comfortably stops that from going out for a goal kick. I think that might have been a corner, actually. I'm not quite sure. But here's Marky Gnomes now. Plays that out to Robert Snodgrass. Snodgrass sees Zabaleta. Zabaleta sees Michael Antonio. Michael Antonio plays it into Robert Snodgrass. Robert Snodgrass tries to does his man, but Antonio picks it up well. Plays it out to Winnie Reid. Into Aaron Cresswell now. Aaron Cresswell into Josh Cullen. We're going to try and break them down slowly here at West Ham United. Here's Zabaleta. Marky Noble. Into Josh Cullen. Into Daniel Foot. Well defended by Blackburn. Right, Blackburn have a free kick here. Made a couple of substitutions. Tonio's going to come off, so is Josh Cullen. Josh Cullen's played well, actually. Surprisingly, he's only 66 rated, but he's played very well. Anderson has come on, and so has Lanzini, just to add a bit more first-team experience into the squad. Arnautovic with the header out. Arnautovic wins that again, and tries to play Felipe Anderson. Doesn't quite get the ball into him, though. It's been a tough game against Blackburn so far. Here's Rodwell. Bradley Dack. He's got a free opportunity, and we could be going out of the FA Cup. We've not played well. We scored first, obviously, but we've given too much space. It's a well-worked goal. Maripan doesn't pick him up. What can you do? But we've just got to go. We've got the big boys on now anyway, because we've got Marko Arnautovic, Lanzini, and Anderson all on. So here's Lanzini. Marko Arnautovic. Robert Snodgrass on that left peg! Nearly got the instant equaliser. Nearly got the instant equaliser. There is a goal here in it for us. There is something here. It's just, can we break it down and stick the ball on the back of the net and try and somehow force a replay? Snodgrass tries to challenge. He's gone down. What are we doing here then, lads? Oh, the ball gets played past Zabaleta brilliantly. Maripan comes across. It's 3-1. Here 10 men as well. We have not played well. This second half, we have been diabolical. And now we somehow need to score 2 goals. Cresswell doesn't jump. He dominates him, and David Martin's beating all ends up. Dominic Samuel. We're going to lose to Blackburn Rovers in the FA Cup. Me bigging up the FA Cup about seeing something that we want to win. And we go and fuck this up. And we can't even play it like that. We're just going to... The only good thing is that it allows us to focus purely on the league. But here comes David Martin now with the ball. We're going to play it into Winston Reid. Don't even know why we're bothering right now, in all fairness. We're 3-1 down. We've fucked this up massively. I mean, we took it 1-0 up. And they have a man sent off, and we just haven't capitalised. Here's Felipe Anderson now going to try and possibly get us back into the game. Markic, Felipe Anderson. Arnautovic tries to get the ball through to Robert Snodgrass, and it doesn't quite get there. Now Blackburn can break with Bradley Duck. Good interception by Pablo Zabaleta. Now here's Noble into Snodgrass. Snodgrass into Mamo Lanzini. Mamo Lanzini into Marko Arnautovic. If he scores, we could be back in it, and we are. There is somewhat of time. Some slimmer of hope. Marko Arnautovic gets us back into this game, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Depending on how long the ref adds on, we've got to win this game. We've got to get the ball back. There's 3 added minutes. We get the ball and we have to score on our next attack. Quite simply, we have to score on this attack. So here's Arnautovic now. Lanzini. Anderson's onside. Fuck off. If this happens, Anderson's run out of room. He's got Arnautovic! Oh my days! Somehow, from the brink of death comes Marko Arnautovic up front, and we've come back. We shouldn't have ever been in this position, but Anderson thought we'd run out of room, plays it across, and Marko Arnautovic breaks Blackburn Rovers' hearts. And we could be playing a 3rd game in this episode. It could be a cup replay. But Marko Arnautovic just fucking turns this game on its head. 3-3, and it's a replay. Well, that was entertaining. We've got another training drill coming up. We're going to try and Pabs now, because Rice is obviously out injured. Pabs goes up to an 83 rated, though. Good, good, good. Good, 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 good. Right. So, as you probably saw, offer for Aaron Cresswell is a no. Transfer listed, we've all got these. Obviously in the sent offers, we've got these 3 coming in on a pre-contract with Balotelli, Brahimi and Strakosha. The idea is to get Philip Billing in on, well, now. But, as you probably saw, Winston Reid wasn't good in that last game. Can't remember if we have a young centre-back who we could promote and train. We don't. Okay, what about the squad hub? Have I promoted one who I could bum the train the fuck out of? No, we don't. Oh, no, we do. We have Gallardo. I need to change his kit number, actually. I don't want him having number 6. Don't want anyone having number 9, actually. Hang on, what's the next number? What's that, 27? He can have 27. Is anyone wearing 38? Because obviously that one is retired as well. 38 is not being worn. Good. Right. I have 2 options. Well, no. One is sell Winston Reid. Well, no. I'm selling... No, I don't want view offers. I want to sell him. Is what I want to do. Right, I want to sell Winston Reid. Now, I have 2 options. I believe I'm training Gallardo already. I'll have a look next time I can train. But it's either play Gallardo in the backup team, which could be play. Actually, I want to have a look at when we next play. I'm not selling Marko Arnautovic. Not after what he's just pulled off. That is that. I want to know when we're playing Blackburn, because I'm going to split January in 2, actually, depending on when the Blackburn game is. Right, the Blackburn game is after Arsenal. Right. This episode is just going to include the Arsenal game, whatever happens in this week. Next episode is going to be the second half of January, where we play the replay against Blackburn, and then we play Wolves, because I feel like Wolves will be a tough game on Bournemouth. But that is what you can expect from the next episode, and what you can expect from the rest of this episode. I won't do anything with the Winston Reid situation until next episode, because then you guys can have a chance to comment of what you want me to do with the whole Winston Reid. Do I play Gallardo in the backup team? Do I play, or do I sign a centre-back? Transfer for Fernandez. Hopefully you'll accept this one and go back to Italy. All three of them I've tried, and Masuaku is not going anywhere when he's been one of my best players so far this season. We've got a couple press conferences, so let's just keep going. We've got a tough game against Arsenal. We've got a transfer for Fernando Alonso. Obviously, we tried to loan him out earlier, and we didn't. Have I still got Gallardo listed up for loan? I have. Right, I've got Gallardo listed up for loan. If you think I should loan him out, then comment that next section. Then comment it in the comment section now. But I'm really struggling to talk today. Or do you want me to sign a centre back? In which, during the in-between bit of this recording, I will go and sign, or go put a load on the shortlist. Or you can comment section down below in a centre back you would think I should replace Winston Reid with. But in the meantime, we've got a tough game against Arsenal. Earlier in the season, I believe we battered them. But we've got a load of transfer final score scout reports back. I'm going to accept this offer from Besiktas. So Winston Reid looks like he could be going to Turkey. So that would be the 5 million. Plus, remember, I do still have to sign Philip Billing, which I could go do now, actually. Hang on. Yeah, we've got him back. Yeah, Philip Billing. We're going to go sign Philip Billing now. He probably, will he? I think he could start against Arsenal, you know, because Wilshire's probably a bit more attacking. But we'll go Philip Billing. We'll offer a transfer fee of around, what, £9 million? See what Huddersfield say to that. Fair offer. We'll go to the negotiator contract, because hopefully then he can come in straight into the first team to play against Arsenal, which would be a lovely jubbly. Rotation, he knows he'll be second choice to Declan Rice. That's fine. A 4-year contract is fine by me. This is going perfectly so far. Disregarding the release clause, 38 grand a week. Philip Billing comes into the team and becomes our new centre midfielder while Declan Rice is out injured. So that is what we have. So we brought in Philip Billing, 6'6", is just a monster. So let's just go to start 11. Obviously, I would like to play Wilshere against this team, but he's a bit too attacking. Philip Billing is 6'6" and just a monster. Like, he's playing. Anderson on the left. I'm going to do this. I'm going to not play Maxi Gomez for this game. I'm going to start Michail Antonio. Arnautovic is going to go for the front. Obviously, you got the boys here. Captain is going to be Lucas Fabianski. Other than that, that's the starting 11. And hopefully, we can go repeat what we did to Arsenal at the start of the season. So, Arnautovic sees the runner, Pablo Fornals! Just past the post here in the 10th minute. Nearly just a bit more inside, and it was 1-0 to the Hammers. Just didn't quite go in, but here's Leno now, playing it out to Skulchlan Mustafi. Into Socrates, into Xhaka. Xhaka done well there to hold off Lanzini. Not that Lanzini's the strongest. But here's Xhaka into Mesut. Into Torreira now. Aubameyang. A little bit of trickery here. Oh, Mkhitaryan's done well. Plays it into Mesut Ozil, but Lucas Fabianski, Diop and Balbuena will all deal with that very well. Fredericks plays it up into Mikey. Into Pablo Fornals. Pablo Fornals into Michail Antonio. Michail Antonio tries to do a bit of trickery. Doesn't pay off. Here's Mesut Ozil now. Kolasinac, good challenge by Ryan Fredericks. Here is Lucas Torreira into Mesut Ozil. Can we keep pressuring here? Here's Mustafi. Ball gets played across into Kolasinac. Fornals with a good challenge there. But here is Mkhitaryan now. He tries to do Arthur. Yeah, Arthur's too good for that, son. Come on. Good ball in here, though. Into Aubameyang. Good save by Lucas Fabianski. Not been really an entertaining game. But there's been some chances. But here's Ryan Fredericks now into Pablo Fornals. Pablo Fornals sees the run of Michail Antonio. Is not quite quick enough. Fredericks into Marko Arnautovic and Anderson! Nearly straight on the counter-attack there. But Leno makes a very good save. Here's Aubameyang now. What can Mkhitaryan do? Masuaku has been drawn out of position a little. Good ball in. Fabianski, he should have come and caught that, but parries it. And we get away with one there. Here's Florenzi now into Lucas Torreira, who can hit them. Here's Aubameyang, and that's well played by Arsenal. And Lucas Fabianski makes a good save. It's been an entertaining end to the second half. Jesus Christ, Mesut Ozil is playing a very good game. Good shot. He scuffed that. And Fabianski does well to save it. But it should have been an easy diving catch, but obviously not. But here is Mustafi now on the edge of the box. Here's Xhaka. They've been all over us, Arsenal. Lanzini. Torreira, good challenge by Ryan Fredericks, and Lanzini's there to pick up the dirt. Fredericks has got the pace to recover that. And he plays it into Philip Billing. He's done solid on his debut. Nothing spectacular, but nothing god-awful. Lanzini tried to play that ball into Marko Arnautovic, and it nearly paid off, but doesn't quite get there. And it's going to be half-time, 0-0. Half-time. So, here we go. Right. Aubameyang. Here is Mesut Ozil now. No changes at half-time for either team. Issa Diop does well. I'm a 1-0 down. I mean, it isn't going to be full sail in this league, and as it proves, where we're currently sitting in 8th place or something like that on 31 points or something like that. So, 7 points off safety as long as we stay up. Well, I'd aim for top half, but it's a good play here, and Diop does get done. Aubameyang with a strike, and Fabianski's just too flat-footed to save it. Poor start to the second half here for West Ham. So, we need to improve our starts. Philip Billing with I thought a good challenge, but obviously not according to the referee. Here's Mesut Ozil now. Right, Mikel Antonio. Can mark. I believe that to be Mustafi. Ball gets played in. Good header out. Here's Antonio now into Fornals. Fornals plays it into Lanzini. Lanzini's got Mikel Antonio running in front of him. Nearly got that ball through there. And good header away by Philip Billing. Right. Aubameyang. Get the ball. Here's Ivan Perisic now. Here's Xhaka. Ramsey. It's a good intercept. It's a good understanding as well. Aubameyang! 2-0. 2-0. Nothing else has happened other than 2 goals in this second half. Aubameyang's just torn us apart. What can you do about Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang? But as you saw in the Blackburn game, we came back from 2 goals down, but that was against Blackburn. This is against Arsenal now. This is a whole different outfit. Fredericks tries to play the ball down into Yarmolenko. Yarmolenko can't quite outmuscle Kolasinac. I don't know who just nicked that off him there. I believe that was Ryan Fredericks. Fredericks does well there. Fredericks is a good right back, actually. Same as just like 25. If he was a bit younger, he'd be marvellous potential. But it doesn't matter anyway, because I'm just waffling right now. Here is Ramsey now. Balbuena, we're in danger of being thrashed here by Arsenal if we're not careful. Diop tries to get the ball out. We're not played well. It's a Diop. Fredericks tries to clear it. Here's Aubameyang again. It really won't surprise me if he scores a hat-trick, but it doesn't matter that we're 3-0 down. Don't know who that is. It's an Ivan Perisic. We've been poor. Even against Blackburn, we were poor. Is what we were. So, can't do anything about that. It's 3-0. We've been poor. There's no, like, boys' heads have dropped. Could get a consolation goal here from Yarmolenko. And cut inside. Play it across into Maxi Gomez. Doesn't quite get it out of his feet. How many minutes left is my question. Lanzini tries to do bloody Xhaka up, but Arsenal have just been got the revenge on us from last time out we played them. Is what it was. Ball gets played through into Aubameyang. Balbuena's there. We're in danger of conceding a 4th here. 3 added minutes. Ref, you might as well blow your whistle now, in all fairness. Like, ball gets played in by Aubameyang. Or into Aubameyang, and we're 4-0 down. Oh, Nene this time. 4-0. we have been utterly, utterly, utterly crap. Quite frankly. 4-0. Utterly dog wank. Utterly, utterly dog wank. Right, we'll finish this episode off by going on to training, seeing if I am training Gallardo. We are training Gallardo. And funny enough, that's the next one. So we'll just finish that off. As always, hope you guys enjoy the episode. I don't know if I've done this or not, but there was a little mishap with recordings and stuff like that. So unless I can sort this out, you'll see... Well, you would have seen the first half of the Blackburn game, well, the first half of this episode now, well, earlier on today, and then you've just seen the second half of the episode now. I'll try and upload them as quickly as, close together, but something messed up, but as always, I apologise profusely. Hopefully the career mode is enjoyable so far anyway, but you know, guys, you know what to do. Well, about the signings, actually, you don't. Centre back, drop in the comment section down below. Now this is the bit you know to do. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notifications bell, and as always, I will catch you.